Good evening. This is Pastor Omar. I am your proactive agent of change who communicates so that others might be healed, liberated, and appreciated. You are looking at a a card that was given to me. That bless my soul. This is a hand painted. Good to see you, Rebellios. Thank you for joining. This is Pastor Omar Muhammad. I'm your proactive agent of change who communicates so that others might be healed, liberated, and appreciated. You're looking at a greeting card that came to me. It says what? Be strong and have good courage. Wish it could be more. Loving you. Good to see you, Music Mackenzie. I'm glad you joined. Love you both with everlasting love. That's T-Fay. Anyway, my friends, Friday, and you see that the night is going. It's about to be over with, guys. This day is done. I'm thankful for this day. Today was the day which my wife celebrated the birthday. We actually celebrate birthdays a week apart. I'm February the 6th. She's February the 12th. And the freestyle concept is that I just freely talk off my head. Usually I might do some scripture or some notes or something like that. But today the freestyle is coming from a thought. Today I was riding in a car. I took an Uber car to an appointment today. And what I realized was this. While I was talking to the guy, we were talking about making extra money. And he was saying, like, I sure like to have extra money. And I said, man, sure, I sure do too. And he said, yeah, I'm Ubering so I can make some extra money. He said, I'm doing Uber and I'm doing Lyft. And I'm like, well, that's a good thing. But while I was riding the car, I realized that, man, life in America is so much better with some money. So I realized that this is so true. I realized that money is one thing, but love is the other thing. Life in America is better with money and better with love. If you don't have any money, then you definitely have to capitalize on that area of love. And so I had to love on my young people. I had to actually repent because I used to be wondering, why did the young people always talk about getting the Benjamins? Well, I understand now because they understood very early in their life that, spirituality is fine and love is fine, but money in America moves things. When I was sitting in the car, I was like, man, thank God I had a little bit of money that I can get, and some connections, some plastic cards and all that, so I can get this Uber ride. And so I'm like, boy, they are really pushing us. If we're watching it, if we're seeing what's going on, they're pushing us toward a cashless society. We got these new cars coming out with these new little chips in it. And I saw a program recently where they were putting chips, little small chips, into people's hands. Good to see you, Sweet Caramel 22. That's a beautiful name. Seems sweet to me. So they were putting these little chips in people's hands about the size of a rice. And now they got the little cars and they're doing Uber. You don't have to use any cash. And they're moving us toward a cashless society. But at the same time that we're being moved toward a cashless society, we are also being moved toward a society with callousness and carelessness toward the hearts of people. When you see things like what happened in Flint, Michigan, where the governor made a decision to save some money and then poisoned all the people in that area, that's a problem. Thank you for the love. I do appreciate all love giving. So I'm realizing that what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to be spiritual. We have to love people, love God, and love humanity. That's what Jesus said, the greatest of these things. Good to see you, Clara A.A. I'm talking about this, Pastor Omar Muhammad. I'm your proactive agent of change who communicates so that people might be loved, appreciated, proactive agent of change so that others might be healed, liberated, and appreciated. It's getting late, you guys. So the thing that today we're talking about is just getting some income in. It's important for us to spend some time learning this. The young people here in the United States of America, they spend a whole lot of time talking about they're trying to get some change, they're trying to get some monies, trying to get some Benjamins, meaning the big head dollars with the $100 bills with Benjamin on it. And at first I thought that was really crass and materialistic, but today when I was breathing a little bit lighter because God allowed us to have a little bit more income in, and I'm riding in an Uber car, I was like, you know what? Life is better with a little bit of money. So I'm going to be praying for all of us that we might have money in our pocket, that God will show us how to create what I want to call is money traps, that we create these kind of ideas and concepts and businesses that allows money to come into our hands and into our from the north, east, south, and west. We want money to come to us in all different areas. We want money to come to us in multiple streams. I was taught a long time ago that this is the age of multiple streams of income. This guy was telling me about how he went to work and he jumped out of the jumped out of work and got into the Uber car to work some more, and then he was going to go in, going to take a nap and get in and work some more and work some more. So they got us working ourselves crazy for this money so that we can live this comfortable life. Now I know, brothers and sisters, that we may want to be more spiritual. We may want to be in church. May want to be praying all day long. Good, Mike. I'm glad you're seeing that. We may want to be praying all day long in the church, but we're going to have to get up. We're going to have to come up with some ideas and concepts that's going to bring some money in, because when we do that, we can spread our love better. Some of you going to want to, on February the 14th, you're going to want to buy some chocolate and some what is that, roses. But you know, that don't come on, that's not cheap. You can't just say, oh, Father, bless me with chocolates and roses. No, you're going to have to go buy some chocolates and roses somewhere. So we have to balance our spirituality with some practicality. So I'm asking the God to do that, because I'm all the way here, 52. I just turned 53 years old, and I've been tripping for a long time. I've been doing all the stuff, all the spiritual stuff, but had not focused a major emphasis on money. Basically, because I really didn't have to. I had good jobs and good things, and now things have changed a bit. And so I'm like, man, I'm tripping. I'm like, I like money, so I'm going to have to be about it. I'm looking at my son. He coming up with his new business, talking about 10,000 ways. He's naming his business 10,000 ways. I'm like, yeah, what are you doing? 10,000 ways, 10,000 ways to make money, Daddy. I'm like, all right, there's at least 10,000 ways to do it. So, or maybe it's 100,000 ways. I think that's the name of his business. But I'm just happy. My daughter likes, she likes to get the entrepreneurial spirit with going out and buying. She buys potato chips and snacks and sells them to her classmates at school. And I think, hey, she was loving it until they start putting the hammer on and talking about, you got to stop doing that in school. You know, they're trying to crush her entrepreneurial spirit. But we're going to find a way to get that going and get it moving for her in another way, maybe on the internet or some other kind of way, so she can get that spirit going. So I didn't want to come on here to be long, because you know what? This day is almost over with. I'm looking at the clock and it looks like it says 20 minutes to 12 here in the Pacific Coast. I know my brothers and sisters on the East Coast are already in their beds. Most of them had already gone to bed. So I just wanted to hit you up with that. I'm gonna give you one other part of the freestyle kind of stuff that blessed me today. I said that I'm living life in America. Good to see you, Aaron Ebus. Good to see you, Aaron Ebus 62. I'm glad you're here. I'm Pastor Omar Muhammad. I'm your proactive agent of change who communicates so that others might be healed, liberated, and appreciated. I know there is nobody else on the internet going to come at it like me. I know you heard my name, Pastor, and you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to no doggone pastor. They so fuddy-duddy. They so this and that. Look, I love my brethren, but I'm not them. I am a universal spiritual leader and teacher who happens to be. It was the young people who gave me that name, Pastor O. And my brother told me I need to be more specific and say what my name is, because that's the name that my daddy gave me. It's Pastor Omar. I'm Pastor Omar Abdullah Muhammad. You're trying to figure all that out. Well, I was born a Muslim, and now I have studied Christianity. I'm a disciple of Jesus, and I'm continuously evolving in my way. If you're out there, I see a couple of you hanging with me. If you want to ask some questions, you want to find out what's going on, I would love to interact with you, because that's what makes it always the better, and that helps me to stay on a little bit longer and to rap with you. But here's the other thing. I was telling my beautiful sister-in-law that no matter what happens in her life and whatever happens in her relationship, because she has been a part of our family, she will always be a part of our family. So I'm always going to be loving on her, always going to be supporting her and her children wherever they happen. Even if no matter what happens, that's going to be the thing. So I was telling her, this is the thing, that we're always going to reap what we sow, more than we sow, later than we sow. So the concept of sowing and reaping comes from like a farmer who takes a seed and plants it in the ground. Now, a farmer, say a corn seed. If a farmer takes a corn seed and plant it in the ground, he has to put it in the ground. He has to put some dirt on top of it, put maybe some manure, whatever it is, to fertilize it. And after a while, that seed is going to grow a stalk, and it's going to grow up into be at least a stalk, and it's going to be at least one ear of corn, and sometimes it's 2 or 3 ears of corn. One little kernel of seed. So you reap what you sow. It's not going to come up apple or orange or anything else. It's going to be coming up a corn seed, a corn husk, and it's going to be reap what you sow more than you sow. So it's going to be more than what you had before. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Come on, give us some more if you appreciate it, because the more love we have, the more we can build up our program and keep it going. So here's the thing. So you're going to reap what you sow. You put corn in the ground, that's what you're going to get. You're going to reap more than you sow. So you're going to be, it's not going to just be that corn, it's going to be a whole head of corn where you can get, a few heads of corn where you can get multiple seeds later on. So it'll be reap what you sow more than you sow, later than you sow. You did that act right now. About 3 or 4 months, it's going to be like maybe darkness and nothing's going to look like it's going to be happening, but it's going to happen. So I want to encourage you to think of your thoughts as seeds. Think of your thoughts as seeds. Your thoughts as seeds. So you're going to plant a seed of righteousness. You're going to plant a seed of goodness. You're going to plant a seed of uprightness. And where you're going to plant that? You're going to plant it right here in your heart. And you're going to plant that seed in your heart, and then so when you come across people, you're going to be thinking about them. You're going to be thinking about them in loving ways. You're going to be thinking about God in loving ways. You're going to be thinking about the most important person in this whole equation. Whether you believe it or not, the most important person in this whole equation is you, my friend. All those people who came on this line, you are the most important person in the equation of what God's going to do. He's about to burst into your life a wonderful way. You're going to start attracting the things that you want and repelling the things that you don't. A lot of you and I have been scared, and what we're scared of, the thing that we're scared of is the very thing that comes upon us. Job said, the thing that I feared the most has come upon me. So we don't want to do anything about being scared. We ain't scared of nothing, all because God did not give us a spirit of fear, but He gave us a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. That means that, so what we're going to do for the rest of our day, we're going to love the number one person. Now, I got to get you, I want you to get this, because this is when the craziest things that happened to me was that I did not do this for many years. I love my mama. I love my daddy. I love all my people. I love my wife, my children. I love everybody else but moi. But me. I don't know why I didn't have this love for me, but I was missing the mark, because I was missing that mark, because I was missing the mark of love concerning myself. I was not able to materialize the things that I needed to have happen in my life. And you understand that. I saw you bring that love. So what I want you to do is understand this, that you are the most important equation in our ability to attract love, prosperity, and abundance. I know you want it. When I was riding that Uber today, I was realizing, you know what? I don't like being broke. I do not like being poor. I do not being in lack and poverty. And because I was afraid of being poor and lack and poverty for so long, guess what I attracted to myself? I put so much emotion in being afraid. Ooh, I don't want to lose my job. Ooh, I don't want to lose this thing. Ooh, I don't want to get this. I don't want to get that. When I was all like that, I just attracted more of that same kind of crazy energy to myself. So I decided today, from now on, it's going to be all about love, my friend. It's going to be all about goodness. It's going to be all about abundance. Because I realized abundance is everywhere. As I was walking my dog one day, not too long ago, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was walking my dog, and I was thinking about, at first I was thinking about, oh God, how are we going to pay this rent? How are things going to work out? You know, I'm underemployed. I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized something else. I started looking up, and I said, wait a minute. That sky is big, and it's vast, and it's abundant. When at night, I see hundreds of stars. I'm over here in Los Angeles, California, actually outside of Los Angeles, in a place called Gardena. And I see abundant stars. I see abundant sky. I see abundant trees. I see abundant birds, all different kinds of birds, hummingbirds and all these sparrows and all different kinds of birds. I see abundant animals, abundant cats. I see abundance everywhere. I say, wait a minute, I'm walking in abundance every day. Deezy Steezy, oh, Seven, good to see you, Deezy Steezy. I'm so glad you're here. We're talking about walking in abundance. We're talking about putting down poverty. We're talking about putting down fear mentality and starting to attract the things that we want to attract to us. On this Freestyle Friday, we're talking about attracting those things that we want to have into our life. And one thing we're going to do, we're going to give up fear, and we're going to love the number one person to love. Now, you would think the number one person to love, based on the kind of the things that we've been working on, is to love God, right? I'm sorry. We're going to love God, but that's not the number one thing. If you don't love yourself, you don't love God, because God is in you, you see, and you cannot see Him any other way but see Him through other people. Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but here's the deal right here. I have to check that out a little bit later. Planet X may have to tell me a little bit more about that. But here's the deal right here. The second coming is already here. What did you just say? I'm like, woo, rewind. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Wait a minute. The second coming is already here. What do I mean by that? The second coming is we are realizing that we cannot wait on anybody to come out of the sky to help us out of our situation. The longer we wait for somebody, the more procrastination happens, the more deeper and deeper in debt and despair and depression we're going to have. God has equipped you and I to do what we need to do. We are the second coming. Christ in you, my friend, the hope of glory. Stop waiting. When it comes, we ain't got to worry about it. You believe it? I believe it. I'm so glad you believe that, DC, because we don't have to wait for nobody to come and deliver us. That's some spooky stuff anyway. If he comes and when he comes, we ain't got to worry about Oh, you definitely here for a reason. Ain't no doubt about that. You're here for a reason. Let me tell you one of the number one reasons you're here. You're here, first of all, to love yourself and to love humanity and to get something about the experience of the human experience. You're here to share your gifts because what has been already deposited into you, Steezy, you've already been deposited with gifts and abilities, and you are there not for you to just to hoard and say, I got some gifts, I'm not going to let anybody use them, but you're here to use those gifts to help everybody else. Good to see you, Pro Rock 12. I'm so glad you're rolling with us tonight. This is the Insomniac Circle, started with by one of my friends, but we just rolling tonight. This is Freestyle Friday, so I'm talking about, I started with this thing. From Portland, Oregon, yes, singer, rapper, his gift I can give to the world. Yes, you definitely can, because if you have the gift, listen, watch this. You're a rapper and a singer. Dude, do you understand that you are working with the same material that God worked with to create the universe? Watch what I'm saying here. The scripture says, let there be light, and there was light. This scripture didn't say write down the light. The scripture said, let there be light, and there was light. He said it, and it came to pass. Do you realize that the word, as the scripture says, in the beginning was the word, and the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, that is the only begotten of the Father. See, listen, we are going to speak those things as though they are. That's how we operate in faith. We speak it. You know what? Your life is going to be better, and my life is going to be better. We're going to be stronger. We're going to be more intelligent. Yes, speaking the words that give them life. Yes, that's right. You're going to speak it. You're going to sing it. You're going to leave it down. Think about this thing. Have you ever listened to a Bob Marley song? Everywhere I go in the world, Brother Bob's music is playing. He came in here for a little while on the earth. He did his job, and he did it so well that the people that be kind of snuffed that out real quick. But they couldn't stuff out that music. They couldn't stuff out that word. Everywhere I've gone in the world, South Africa, Jamaica, Europe, I hear him singing his song, and they said, what is it? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Oh, have no fear of atomic energy. None of them can stop the time. Come, how long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We must fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing? These songs are free. That's Bob Marley. He just threw it down. I happen to share a birthday with Bob Marley. His birthday he was born on February the 6th, just like me. So my friend, I just came to share with you. You have the power and you have the authority. You are here for a purpose. Your purpose is to share the gift. First, to discover the gifts that God has had in you. And here's the number one gift. Watch this. Listen, you will, Steezy, Steezy 7, make a difference. I've already been watching. If you're the Steezy that I know, you are already making a difference. You are making that mark. You will be the mayor of the city that you're in, just like you declare. You are already doing grassroots things, the very kind of stuff that President Obama did to ascend to the presidency. You are already starting that process, and that's what makes it all the great. You are going to be what you say. Now you have to start saying it. I am. I think you wrote it down. If this is Steezy I know, you wrote it down. I am going to be the mayor. And you speak that and you hold that in your mind. I am going to be somebody. I am going to use my gifts. And the reason why I stopped and did this breathing thing, because the breath of life is the direct connection to the Most High himself. What you said? I said the breath of life is the direct connection to the Most High himself. He said he shaped man from the dust of the earth, breathed into him the breath of life, and man became a living soul. That breath of life is, in fact, the presence of God in your life. So clear, So wonderful. That's why all the mystics, when they have you doing yoga, they say, follow the breath, listen to the breath. They're not going to tell you that. I wrote it in many of my sons. I love that you're awesome. You're an awesome brother. Oh man, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you did. You gotta hit me up somewhere on the social media. So while you're here, Anna Kia Kennery, I'm not sure if you're the same one, but hit me up. I'm at OmarAMuhammad.thm on Facebook. I got a fan page. It's got a public figure page. Just hit me up and like me there. I'm at Pastor_Omar on Twitter. Pastor_Omar on Twitter. I'm gonna stay positive just like you, my brother. Give me some dap, give me some love. Send up some of them double tap on that side, send up some of them love hearts, and that would be a great thing. That'll help us to keep this thing going. And you encouraging me today. That's what I'm talking about. Today you encouraged me. Good to see you. Today you encouraged me to keep going. Because someday I get discouraged, and it's almost 12 o'clock. I almost didn't do this broadcast. I was like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. But when I discovered that I needed to figure out how to make this connection, I need to figure out how the spirit and the mind can come together to make some money, and God's going to bless us. We ain't worshiping money. But we like what money can do for us. We like that we can be a blessing. We like that we can go into the studio and record our stuff. If we have a little bit of money, we can go do that, and then we can disseminate. We ain't got to be worried about it. We can make some mixtape and throw them and sling them out the car. Boom, 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 so we can get some seeds into the people. That's what we need to do. Listen, we operate with these words that we have, and we use our words for good. That's what I'm talking about. We slip, get those words in there. All they got to do is just hear it. Hey, brother, and then ask the brother, say, brother, can you give me $1? Give me something, give me a little donation just to help the brother out. But at the meantime, you on them pulpit. If they don't give you nothing, you giving them seed. And see what you're going to reap what you sow, more than you sow, later than you sow. I said that. So if you reaping some good seed in your music, guess what's going to happen? Good is going to come back to you. It's going to start growing and snowballing. And before you know it, you're going to be big time. Oh, yeah. Well, pray for me right now. I'll do it right now. Tell me what you want to pray for, because I got to get ready to go to bed in a few minutes. I got to get up early in the morning to meet some wise guys, some brothers older than me who pour into my life. That's one of the key things, Brother Steezy. You have to have some people who are pouring into your life. We don't have the time. Okay, I'll make that happen. We do not have the time to be sitting around trying to learn everything on our own. We need to have the connection with the elders. We need to have the connection with the ancestors, those people who've already on the other side. They are alive. They're still willing to work with us. We need to have connection with the elders, the people who are here. We need to have connection with our peers, and we need to have some connection with some young folk that we can put into their lives. All right? So here we go. Let's lift it up. Oh God, creator of the heaven and earth. Father, we thank you for the gifts and tools that you have deposited in us. We thank you for the gift of rhythm. We thank you, Father, for the gift of song and songwriting. We thank you, Father, for the gift of being able to rap, the gift of gab. And we asking that you would bless Brother Steezy, Father, that you would give him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that you will order his steps and direct his path. You led him to me, and I was led to him. You put this holy hook up together, and we just thank you for it. I ask that you will bless my brother, Father. Encourage him, lead him, and guide him, Father. Give him songs. When he make sure he puts that a pad right near his bed so he can jump up and write the songs that you're going to give him, because you're going to download. I'm sorry. You're going to upload from out of his inner being some new ideas and new concepts and new ways to get this thing out. He's going to start pressing up some CDs. He's going to start slinging them out. He's going to start making the money, and then at the right time, at the right moment, we're going to connect him to the right people. As he come up with something unique, he got to be different. He's going to come with the mind, the key factor, love, Father, and harmony. Just like you see, Brother Maurice White, he made his transition. But before he made his transition with Earth, Wind, and Fire, he realized that spirituality and music go together. If you can figure out how to do that spirituality and music and encode that and bring it to the people, that's the gift, man. I bless you right now. Ooh, I feel the power. Oh, God, I feel the power right now. Brother, I'm praying right now for you. The power of God is transferring to you right now through my hands. It's just a divine exchange. I thank you for what you're doing right now for my brother, in the name of the Most High God, in the name of the I Am, in the name of Yeshua. Did you feel that, brother? I hope you did, because I felt it coming through. There was a divine anointing. I'm so glad that me and you kept our divine appointment tonight. Oh, my goodness. I appreciate that a lot, and I appreciate you because you've flown with me. I felt the divine flow go through me and you today. So hit me up. You can find me any other place. You can check me out on the replay. I'm on the replay at catch.me, Omar A. Muhammad. I got a whole archive. I know there's over 100 videos in there. You can pick up any one. I guarantee you each one of them has some kind of unique blessing just for you. sleep well, good, and live positive every day. I'm going to do that, brother. I'm going to sleep well, and you do the same, too. Hey, you got some writing to do. Do you have that pad? Get that pad. Get that pencil. I say a pencil because sometimes the ink pens don't work for you. Get that pad and get a pencil. And when you feel that urge to get up and write. Get up and write. And then listen. Be quiet. Meditate. Listen. Because as you listen, you're going to, in the morning before you get started, all that stuff, as you listen, you're going to be uploaded with the melodies just like Bob Marley was. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a wonderful blessing. Yes, thank you. All right, peace and blessings. I'm out. This is Pastor Omar Muhammad. I'm your proactive agent of change who communicates so that others might be healed, liberated, and appreciated. I thank God for the holy hookup and for my divine connection with Brother Steezy today. I pray that you will be with him always, even unto the end of the world. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it but share that love. I can't wait to get some of your music. Hit me up on also on what is that? What do they call that? Twitter, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. You can find me in all those places, and I would like to check out your music. Peace and blessings. I'm out.